crappy ass old trains that are running our system. I mean, you look at other countries, you know, that some of the trains over in China and stuff, there are some bad area, but China knows that they have this bad infrastructure problem with the overcrowding. There's places with these cities where they got to step up, man, and build new. You got to build new technology and new stuff to replace your old crappy infrastructure. And other countries are doing this. China started this 10-year plan a couple of years back. I forget when they started that, but they basically want to revamp their whole infrastructure of their entire country, replace all the old stuff. And, you know, here we got, you know, we got bridges collapsing and coming down, you know, these old-fashioned shipping methods and stuff. Well, not old-fashioned. These are giant mega container ships that didn't exist in the old days. And these bridges weren't built for these types of things. So, yeah, our infrastructure is crap and falling apart here in the United States. I mean, just the T in general. So it'd be awesome to see J-Pods come in and fix that with these. It's basically like a T gondola train stops with this elevated railway, and these cars will come off the track and come into a station, and then they'll merge with a track on it, and it will all be automated. So there'll be these cars that will you basically get in, and you only get in it with people that you know, and then you scan where you want to go, and say where you want to go to. You don't have to get in with people that you don't know, and the pods will arrive. This one will, of course, load first, and then there'll be a system that loads pods onto, you know, empty pods will go to a station where you can load on, and then they go around in a network. And then if they need to be cleaned, you push a button and they go to a cleaning station where they pull off and go to a cleaning place. Yeah, but I've talked and thought a lot about different infrastructure and systems. I think this is one of the best ideas out there that I've seen that would actually work. You know, high frequency, computer automated infrastructures will beat trains any day. You know, large capacity trains where you have to wait every so often for the next train. These would be a constant, frequently, you know, rotating system. Can bring a lot more people a lot faster. At least that's in theory. I don't know if they've actually built one and tested it out yet. So I'd love to see it actually get built somewhere and tested. And maybe we'll see what happens in Texas. There's a whole thing underway to build these in Texas right now, which would be pretty incredible if they got this built down in Texas. I don't know. It's definitely something worth checking into, and they're going to be doing more action here in Worcester and Boston. So if you're from the area, definitely reach out and get involved. Send me an email if you're interested in helping out with this, getting, you know, talking to legislators and getting this set up and in front of the right people to start thinking about, you know, real solutions to the traffic problem, and also the problem with gas. Gas is just going up in price, and it's not going to go down anytime soon. There's more drivers coming on the road. We need other solutions. So if we don't crack anti-gravity in the next 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 years, who knows? We may not need this technology at all. Hopefully we don't. But if we don't end up cracking gravity, we definitely need something. And definitely have to start thinking about other options and stuff. So yeah, that's I got the radiometer, which I used a lot of the basis for the device that I'm designing, making. We covered the Thunderstorm Generator, got the Charles Bueller stuff, which I pretty much started out with. What else is going on? We got another 40 minutes. I want to go get some food before APEC starts, so I don't want to keep this thing going right down to the hour. But I see Bernie's got this going on his channel as well now, and he's backstage. So,
Hello.
what's up, brother?
Just
You got any
been
crazy fringe science news? What's been going on your end? Any
quite
more
a lot.
earthquake predictions?
Yeah, well, that's
You're
with
muted.
Dutch's in.
Sounds like
I was actually just rewatching
I'm not
the
hearing it. Oh wait,
stream where I had Dutch Sense together with Eric Hecker, and they were talking about the Christchurch earthquake and the fact that they believe it came from the ice cube neutrino detector down there, and that it's a type of DEW weapon, and yeah, it's quite fascinating. And Dutch gets into the NextRad radar stations being a key part of triggering tornadoes and extreme weather and stuff, and quite fascinating. It's definitely worth a listen. Um, I would, yeah, the best is on Dutch's site, but yeah, well, that's a little bit maybe too much to get into before APEC. But more news though, shout out to Old Man Builds in the live chat and what he's been doing and explaining and deciphering with the gravel flyer, and it's like one step away from a breakthrough here. And I've been meaning to email you back and get you on here. And Jeremy, maybe we should plan that together if he's not on APEC yet to get that going, but definitely just interview with Old Man Builds.
Yeah, man, I'm just real skeptical of this Graviflyer thing since the start, but I'm glad that people are not just giving up
Oh,
on
you
it.
have to listen to what. Oh, it's. I was extremely. This gets me excited. What he describes and how he breaks it down, and it's discovery after discovery. And there's been several since he connected with Charlie and the rest of the crew from APEC that have also been working on it. And it seems like they're real close.
Nice. I can't wait, dude. This is awesome. It's also 420. You sound like you've been partaking.
Yeah, I definitely have. Guilty of that Canadian here. 420. I
I'm gonna
had
have
a
to go
couple
get a
couple
celebration
tweets.
joint here and smoke it. It's legal here in Massachusetts and
Nice.
Rhode Island, so they have dispensaries everywhere now. Although they're like all over the place, it's crazy.
Right? It's the same here. It's ridiculous. They're on every corner.
So he's got some brushes here that are powering this motor or a disc here.
You got to
Just
listen
the
to
positive charge
what
onto it.
he's saying, and it's about the harmonics of it, and
Thank you.
getting it into resonance and then pulsing it when you get the two plates into resonance with the different magnets on them, all in this harmonic resonance, and that you can then pop it, sort of thing, as he describes. It's very, very. It seems to make sense, and it seems getting very close to some
Yeah.
breakthroughs here.
So he's got the fluorescent tube there to measure the charges. Let's see if it lights up there. You got some high static electricity going on that. It's probably dumping a ton of charge on there. I want to build a giant Van de Graaff generator here that I can use for this setup when I'm.
Well, what? Yeah, what about turning these spinning plates into Van de Graaff generators, essentially by adding like the copper strips or aluminum strips onto them, like alternating back and forth?
Yeah, you could like that, or just take a Van de Graaff generator and run that wire, like run the wire off onto that, from it. Just connect it off the head of the Van de Graaff. But man, imagine if Tesla really did figure out some anti-gravity stuff and they've been reverse engineering it. I mean, they didn't reverse engineer it at all. They just had it since the 20s. Because that's another theory, is that we haven't reverse engineered any of this stuff. It's all like old Tesla technology. But
Well, right, like here I am at Chichen Itza there like 20 years ago, and I completely forgot about that clap that comes back like the hummingbird, pew, like stays or whatever freaking wave it
Yeah.
is. It's nuts, the acoustics of it and just how advanced it is. I had completely forgot about that until you played that clip that of the video of it. The National Geographic got to strike those savages, but anyways, it was worth it because it brought back that I had heard it, and like it brought me back into the moment of being there. And now it's like every time I just bring it up, I like feel like that, like right. It's like the hair stands up. It's wild. It's a wild sensation. It's part of ancient acoustics, and we have legends of Vihaman and so much more, and paintings of UFOs throughout the all the ages, right? And some of them, that there was one compilation that really I found interesting, and it was some of these paintings, I believe, from like the 1500s or something, from like mid Europe, and some, I believe it's like Christ is depicted, but he's depicted in these bubble like things that literally look like the plasma flames of Elon's and NASA's rockets, and as well as like the intercontinental ballistic missile rockets as they're like breaking through that atmosphere, and it's like that same shape and like flume of plasma. So it's like it's very, very strange stuff. Quite the coincidence.
So I want to build like my idea is that you use sonic resonances as well as the EPR and NMR, which is electron paramagnetic resonance and nuclear spin magnetic resonance, and the combination of those to align all the atoms in a material into a into like this into organized spin state, and maybe that somehow will work to do it, because that's kind of what's happening here. You see how it starts doing weird stuff once the entire frame starts vibrating at that frequency. That's kind of the idea that I'm thinking, that this whole UFO has got to like vibrate at this at its resonant frequency, and get also the mechanical vibrations as well as the atomic vibrations, and then it will lift off. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a sci-fi one.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome if it really
It's
worked.
that we're learning from it, and that there's different discoveries, right? Whether or not that actually is a real thing, or works into working device, or we just learn other aspects of it that eventually turn into something. It's real science that's happening, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, man. Old man builds. Thanks for hanging out in the chat, and we'll have to get you on sometime and do an interview and do like a lab mess around day, because I'm so glad that I got a lab now that I can start building stuff and showing off all my experiments and toys. That I want to start collaborating with other people and other labs. Especially I want people that have different skills than I do, that can teach me. I can learn from them.
Exactly. It's all about sharing skills, because nobody is a master of everything, but everyone is a master of one. And we all have the skills that we're good at, and that together as a team, sharing the knowledge and sharing how to do and building, and then others learning, building from it, testing it, and verifying it. We don't need to have scientific discovery and technology get caught up and held back by the bureaucracies of corporation and academic institution. It's just open source and open for all of us, anyone in a garage or in a workshop or a warehouse, to test it, make it, and breakthrough revolution what we need.
Well, LK99 did not turn out to be the real deal, but there's still hope for room temperature superconductors and other materials. It's still trying to figure out what the heck went on there with that group in Korea. And I heard, I don't know, I'm trying to get a hold of them or someone that has done any progress with that. We're gonna maybe try to make some again here, just to make sure it's fully put to bed and then cover
I
up.
I remember seeing there was like another Korean group and another Japanese group, and I believe maybe a German group, and that they were having maybe also magnesium mixed in with it, or maybe one with tried it with bismuth or something. I could be wrong, but they like each one added a couple uh extra new metal element compound to it, and were not getting full superconductivity effects, but getting some effects, I believe. It's interesting.
Well, this is what I'm showing right now. I just posted the link for all the channels. Apparently, some people have been replicating this Charles Bueller stuff, and this Exodus Propulsion Technologies claims a huge space propulsion breakthrough. And yeah, this is pretty big news. Holy crap. So they built these tube type thrusters, or this might be Charles Bueller's stuff. Kind of recognize it from his presentation. But yeah, we're gonna try to build these do the same type of thing with this setup. This is going to be pretty amazing if this works, because then I'm definitely going to be calling up Jesse Michaels to be like, yeah, well, ion wind doesn't work in a hard vacuum. I'm pretty sure it won't. We'll test it again just for good measure anyhow, and show that. But I got something that does. Hello, thank you NASA. Thank you tax dollars not going to waste.
That is a miracle.
Yeah, heck yeah, that would be amazing. So
Send more our way, please. Fund real science for once instead of corruption and debauchery.
yes, terrorism and war. I mean, we could have World War III, or we could literally just put all our money into this. And I don't know. I'm working harder overtime though. I'm not taking any breaks now because World War III could literally break out at any minute. And
This
right now,
is true. We need to stop it, and we need to apply AI to doing scientific discovery and work for good, right? We gotta, like, the asshole military is already using it for killing people, and we're like one step away from full Skynet breaking out. It's kind of nuts. Like there's the gospel that Israel is using, which
legislators and lawmakers
is
can't keep up with the technology. It's
so gospel is using AI using to detect or to decide which targets out of pictures they're using, who to target. So that's literally using AI to decide to kill people. And then there's a new one that just came out. Oh my god, Lavender, I think it's called, maybe. Something like that. But now that one controls all the drones together and their targeting and stuff. So it's like you've now got AI operating drones, and now you have AI choosing and selecting death of humans. That's literally the two last notches below the bar of full Skynet activation killing us. Like, people, we need this to stop. This is insanity.
Yes, literally, we need to get off this. We need to fix this and take it all out. Yeah, Bueller's the boss, man. A lot of people are working hard at this, and as usual here, and everyone on this channel who helps support this channel, we appreciate all of you. So 30 minutes, APEC starting up. So why don't you guys go take a break, go get some food, go get a couple pre-rolls at your local dispensary, whatever you need to pass the time. APEC's going to be starting in about a half an hour. It's 4:20.
Happy 420.
Let's get it on. All right, guys. I'm gonna I'm going to close it down here. I think that's a good note to end on, and we're going to start it up and fire it off with APEC today. It's going to be an epic APEC once again, guys. Who's on the schedule? Let's just throw it up there again. altpropulsion.com. In case you guys ever need to know and check when the next event is going to be, you just go to Alt Propulsion Events, and the latest one will be right up here. So
and
we got
propulsion every 2 weeks, right? So it's like this one once a month. There's the live StreamYard ones, but then every second 2 weeks there's the Zoom ones, and Zoom everybody can join, right? So and it's also the ad hoc presentation. So anyone with any whatever you're working on, that's your time to join. And it's free to join, and we want you to join and present what you're working on. So make sure you do. And don't, it's ad hoc.
Community without you in it. So yeah, if everyone who's working on their own stuff wants to share, jump in, jump in and join the fun at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's 8 p.m. tonight on the East Coast, right? So yeah, definitely check it out. We got Dylan Friedman, Nathan Bunton on the Graviflyer experiments and engineering. We got Tom Vallone, development of a UFO and astrosociology textbook. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll have to listen to that. Tom's always an interesting guy to listen to.
Yeah.
Ned Popovich on the space train, a novel solution to space elevator technology. That's a cool opener. Oh, that's going to be epic. All right, stay tuned for that. In a half hour, we're going to be starting it up, guys. So, yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Oh, ball of lightning. No, yeah, that's mentioned lots through Bob Grenier, Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project, and shout out to Malcolm Bendel and the Thunderstorm Generator, and like the Bob now confirming the tests of the carbon-14 that's like off by 30,000 years or something, like showing straight transmutation or potential time. Well, who knows, right? But it's showing breakthrough cold fusion and technology being verified. It's wild times ahead.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check more of that out, and I look forward to verification of all this kind of stuff. It's a great time to be alive and involved with all this. So.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll let you shut her down, and we'll see everyone in 30. Ooh. Show that off again. Let's see.
Yeah, these are cool, man. This one's diamond. And it's way harder. It's way harder to crush, man. It's like you try to squeeze that. It's like this one's more squishy. It's a cubic centroid. It's a little bit more. I love how you can the right angle. You can just see right through it.
Oh yeah, like a honeycomb through the ultimate lattice.
Lattice structures, man. All right, cool. I'll see you at APEC. See everyone there.
Yeah.
Later.